Oh, god damn it! Give it a moment. Give it to... There we go. Fucking Christ. Well, hello there, fuckers. Continuing on from the last time. Apparently the expedition is finishable, so off we go. At least to take a look at whether or not it is. And trying to do that very thing. So, off we go. Alright then. Oh god. Uh-huh. The core thing. Good. Okay. So, where are we at? So, phase 2 was finishable. Right? Everything was done, and then the phase 3 essentially was just doing the first 3 missions, and then just waiting for everything to happen, basically. So, yeah. Now that the community has done it, sort of, I'm returning. Rather, I participated in the whole thing, doing the missions like everyone else was. Ward against the Hive of Glass. Current objective, console specialist Polo. Alrighty then. Yoink. Expedition was such a slog. Yeah. It wasn't such a slog personally. If you did what I essentially did, was essentially when it launched, get up to that first 3 mission point, realize there's a 7-hour limit every time you basically do a single mission. The next one will be available 3 hours later, or rather you do 3 missions, each one of each type. Then just the next set of 3 missions essentially is given in next 7 hours. You realize that that's kind of fucking shit, and you just go and play something else. And then when the community has finished doing the thing, collecting whatever amounts required, you essentially return, like I am right now. Because literally that was the thing. I started the stream weeks ago, I think it was. Or was it a month or so, something like that. And literally this is me just returning, finally. So, yeah. I'm not a fan at all of these types of missions, frankly speaking. But, okay. See, yep, I've done only one of each, and that's all I did, really. I really am not a fan of these types. Sure, it's more of a community goal thing, but leave it as a end game piece rather than, you know, a concurrent part of finishing the expedition. Expeditions themselves, I don't know, always kind of felt more interesting if you could just simply finish them and then just continue doing the community portions or community optional tasks, like with many of them before. But, you know, here we are today. Let's see. Sometime time gating, but felt a bit ridiculous. No, it is ridiculous. You're absolutely right on that one. It's not just a bit. It is ridiculous, frankly speaking. It's any kind of a time gating, frankly speaking, always puts a damper on your gameplay. In video games, when you think of any kind of a event or gameplay loop or whatnot else, any kind of a game feature that has a timer in it, right? Doesn't matter whether it's for crafting or for an event or whatnot else. Time gating always is just there to, well, throttle your progress. It doesn't add any kind of a fun aspect of the game. It doesn't add immersion. All it adds, if your standards are low, it will add immersion. But realistically speaking, pick any game you can, Destiny 2. Oh yeah, I think Destiny 2 also had something like that, but I was thinking of Division. I think Division also had the gates as well. But basically, any kind of a modern AAA game out there that has time gates. Any kind of a time gate for anything. It's there just to essentially fuck you over. And justifying that kind of a mechanic from the community side is always just pathetic, frankly speaking. So, yeah. But that's just my view, right? It's just an opinion. Not an objective truth. Even though the great and powerful Yamix is always right. Haha! But, yeah. Anyways, what about expeditions? I haven't gotten the chance to test them on in my own game. Depends on the expedition, right? It really does depend on the expedition that is out there. So that's all I can say, really. Gather corrupt rack, blah, 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 complete installation, install technology. Okie dokie. Yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Okie dokie. Great success. This particular expedition, it's exclusively community driven. Essentially, everyone has to. There's a big, massive goal that not a single player can achieve reasonably alone in set amount of time. So it is literally just geared towards just everyone is playing or everyone has something to do for weeks. Literally, it was weeks. There are still 2 weeks left in this expedition, though it is, you know, finishable now. The time gating annoyed me, and a few other things as well. But no, it's doable right now. Essentially, you're gonna be facing space combat in this one. Yeah, it's more space combat than most other expeditions. Essentially, just the tasks that are you're essentially tasked to do. And they're fine. Okay. Well, let's carry on, I suppose. The current mission. Can I jump straight to it? The answer is no. I can jump this far though. Overall, most expeditions overall are nice little additional tasks that you kind of need to accomplish, you know, just trying out either the new feature within the update or you know, sort of thematically themed tasks, if you will, that you would in a normal game sort of get to at a later point, or depending on your gameplay, not at all. So it's kind of shortcutting you to a certain theme or type of gameplay, essentially, and that's, you know, that's pretty neat to experience something a little bit different or in a different manner. So, by all accounts, yeah, expeditions themselves, they're fine. They're, hell, sometimes even fun. The last 2 have been quite big duds for me. This one, because of the time gates and not the bulldozer, but the driving Titan car thing. Oh gods. First of all, collecting whatever physics objects in the game. Right. So basically, collecting physics object in a trunk of your space pickup truck, and then bringing them back to a place. Essentially, driving on a planet's surface for quite a bit. Let's be frank here. Physics in this game, as few as there are, aren't exactly great. So that driving segment, I just didn't want to finish it. Oh, it was rough, to say the least. Happy weekend, and hope your days have been good. Well, it's been actually kinda... Well, it's been kinda rainy. It's been kinda warm as well. So, no, generally speaking, weather-wise, it's been fine. It's no longer massively hot no more. So, that's pretty neat. Outside of that, well, I've been kind of slacking off on video making again. I've been essentially doing a few other things. Hell, I haven't started properly doing the patron special for this month. So, oh well, you know. But I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. No worries. Yay, the space combat! Whoopee! Come on, where are you? Come on. Okay, at this point, I really need to Oh, great. Okay, where is the things that shoot me? Damn it. Ah, okay, so they're random. Okay, alright. Come on. Come on. Just turn around, maybe? No? Alright, go forward. Stop. Go backwards. Nope. You're still gonna go forward, huh? It'd be great if the ship wouldn't go forward at all fucking times, but okay. Alright. Come on. Space combat's really annoying. Okay. 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 Alright. I think I need to destroy these before I can shoot the main thing. Think. Right? Or do I just simply pelt it? I guess that's the answer? No? Okay. So... Oh, just stop moving, please! Okay. Uh-huh. I see how you need to damage it. Alright. Alright, next. I think this one. Yep, there we go. Yeah, although this kind of is enough, maybe. All right, let's just get rid of these. All right, all right. Come on, would be nice if you stopped moving. Alright. And I guess just simply shoot the big orifice. Something. Yep, that pretty much works. Alrighty then. And like that, that's about it. I think. Yep. Big kablooey. Hooray! Great success. I swear the ship controls just. The ship controls and the ship itself controls like ass. Fucking Christ. Okay, well, here we go. Alright. Yeah, I know. Yep. Alright. That's good. Alright, so what's the last one? Okie dokie. Let's see. Demand answers from Atlas. Okie dokie. What have we got? Yimmer's been watching your old videos. How do you feel about PlanetSide 2? Sad. I feel sad. I mean, realistically speaking, right? So, first PlanetSide ended within 10 years, right? There were plenty of reasons as to why. Like, really a lot. Though the PlanetSide 2, it kept on going far longer, and with far more active player base and so on and so forth. However, the fact that it, you know, is being played right now less than by 1,000 players, meaning that is less than in one full server across the world. Well, I mean, it is sort of the age of the game. True, eventually all things die and so on and so forth, but I don't know, it's just, yeah, still kind of sad that it doesn't, you know, hold up, or well, not hold up, but keep up, if you will, or hell, even release a new version of a game. That's the thing. There's, technologically speaking, it is one that is still at the top of most players per server, per dedicated type of a server, playing an FPS game especially. So, yeah. I mean, hell, these days, quite a lot of games, hell, struggle to do 32 players still, right? 64. Oh. Theoretically, well, not theoretically, but the last game that kind of did a lot of players in an FPS game playing together and so on and so forth at the same time was Battlefield 2042. And its execution was shit, essentially, frankly speaking. Not just for the servers, but also for the game itself. So that didn't help much, but something that PlanetSide can still do is extremely rare. So yeah, generally speaking, you could say that it was let down by... Honestly, it's hard to say what let it down. There are very many reasons as to why and what, frankly speaking. Yeah. Now, generally speaking, but yeah, how do I feel about Elite Danger? PlanetSide 2. I don't want to see it die. That's the most important thing. We can hope and dream that essentially PlanetSide 2 will go the way of PlanetSide 1, meaning that there would be some kind of a resurrection server, player-made, community-made resurrection project going on. You know, PlanetSide Forever, for example, being, you know, what I'm referring to, coming from PlanetSide 1, but PlanetSide 1's resurrection was kind of lucky, because at the time, and hopefully still, whoever owns PlanetSide essentially would give their blessing for player base to resurrect it, right? Basically not stand against it. Of course, best case scenario with Stop Killing Games sort of initiative, it would be great if PlanetSide 1's some kind of code or binaries or something actually from the developer side would be given to the community to make it a lot easier, rather than needing to reverse engineer like with PlanetSide 1, right? So yeah, even if one day, and that one day might be coming pretty fucking soon for the poor PlanetSide 1, Fat 2, sorry. Yeah, it might die. And frankly speaking, the current custodians of the game recently announced Tencent. I'm not sure how much Tencent actually owns of Daybreak, essentially, or PlanetSide's IP, but I think they bought all of it. I need to watch the Commander Sirius's videos again on it. I sort of glimpsed and ran through it, but generally speaking, Tencent is taking over the Daybreak game company, which is the studios. Technically, there's the PlanetSide Studios is a subsidiary or a daughter company of Daybreak. Oh god, there's a lot to be said about the corporate bullshit is going on. But ultimately, like with the Stop Killing Games initiative, I'm just I want the game to live, right? Because PlanetSide 2 has been such a massive sort of growing up impact on my personal early YouTube career, you could say. There's a better way to say it. Again, English no good to me today, right? But yeah. Is that it? Oh god, that's it. I thought there would be. No, okay. But yeah. In the current climate of game industry, game development, and general treatment of consumer rights, yeah, I'm not gonna say more than that. It's not looking good. Yeah, it's really not looking good. So. Yeah, and the fact that generally speaking, PlanetSide 1 had to be reverse engineered rather than being provided with the server binaries or some kind of code or something to make it easier. It was just at the time Sony Online Entertainment, and it was sort of a transition period into Daybreak, or renaming essentially, that they kind of gave their blessing, as in they said essentially, we're not going to be cease and desisting you. That was their blessing, so-called. But the efforts, generally speaking, is up to the community to perform, if you will, or up to them to basically do all the fucking work. It's just that the company ain't going to be stopping anyone or cease and desisting anyone. That's all they did, really, and I find that really just not even bare minimum of effort. But here we are. Wow. It's been less than half an hour, and I'm done. Wow. Also, yes, the Spectrum. Oh, yes, anniversary for affiliate. Actually, when did I start? Is it 10 years? No, it should be more. No, 2016. I also started. No, 2016, 2017. So yeah, no, that should be about 10 years streaming, intermittently, but still. In either case, you need an interceptor. You can install and back up really well. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. I miss and Planetside Aftershocks. What I miss, ironically, of course, what I miss is Planetside Arena. Boy, was that a smart idea. Alright? Does anyone still remember Planetside Arena? Anyone? No? How wonderful. Because I do. Alright. So what I wanted to do also this stream was to quickly check the couple of things that basically best start like I did last time, but this time trying to do it even faster. So let's see what I can do. But yeah, I see N7. All right, so at least somebody knows. Those that don't remember Planetside Arena, essentially Planetside 2, 2012 releases a game, right? 1,000 players on a server, multiple maps, essentially massive battles between 3 factions, first-person shooter, combined arms type of gameplay. Really interesting, really unique, and imagine Battlefield if Battlefield didn't suck. At least, you know, in technical aspect. Although there's something to be said about Battlefield 6's technical presentation in the coding-wise, engine-wise, you know, optimization as well. There's something to be positive said about that. Still. So yeah, Planetside 2. Massive game with thousands of, 8,000 players on a single server, doing the pew-pews against each other with a class-based system. Cool. And combined arms type of, you know, gameplay. Then, with the Battle Royale explosion, Daybreak Games at the time, they were already renamed Daybreak Games, they already, they already had a Battle Royale game. In fact, the very first Battle Royale game. It was called Hizzy, or H1Z1. There's a lot to be said about that one as well. But generally speaking, yeah, they also decided later down the line, after they completely fumbled, like completely dropped the ball on Hizzy, to just add or make a another game, or use existing game and just basically make it into a Battle Royale. Planetside Arena. The idea was that you're gonna have what 300 players in a single map, which, you know, was to be more than in a normal Battle Royale at the time, and still to this day. And honestly, that sounded like an interesting idea. Though they wanted to essentially make it a squad-based game, like, again, Apex, and I have my personal grievances with the whole mandatory squad-based gameplay, because I am a solo player for the most part. I prefer solo type of experiences and so on and so forth. So that's the thing. Regardless, they decided to take Planetside and its assets and essentially make it into a Battle Royale. Guess how long it lived? By that sentence, you can already tell it was bad. It was bad. It didn't last a year. The biggest number of players on its launch, you can check the Steam charts, but essentially it was 500, I think. Hold on. You know, it's funny as fuck and just a good thing to mock. Steam chart. Sure. Planetside. Let's see, shall we? So, Planetside Arena. God damn it. Where are the stats? So, but yeah, as far as I remember, it was nearly 600, not more than that. And every single day after its launch, it just simply went with a exponential downwards curve. So there we go. Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? So yeah, lessons learned, I suppose. 2 months of players doing missions to the end game. That's about this one. Got the yeah. That's about well, this stuff. No Man's Sky stuff. Unrelated, but yes. But yeah, for 2 months, this expedition essentially went on. Was it 2 months? Yeah, it was really long. It was, I think, longer than any other expedition that we had before. But either which case, yeah. Anyways, that's an unrelated topic. So yeah, planet side. Yeah, it was just funny. It was especially funny seeing some of my more critical creator peers of the day being or glazing Planetside Arena. That was funny, especially because the Planetside Arena was a free-to-play game, and obviously with every kind of a game launch, you know, the developers, publisher, whatnot else, give you know, media influencers, whatnot else, you know, some goodies from time to time, be that a free game game currency, or the skins, or just a simply the game code itself. And in case of Planetside Arena, that was the same thing, right, essentially. And it was really interesting how easily swayed what used to be quite critical, frankly speaking, fellow peer of mine ended up being. Of course, everyone else as well, but one particular peer of mine was really interesting to witness, shall we say. I mean, it's all silly, well and good, fine, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just, it's interesting how easily even such people tend to be swayed. So, there you go. Come on. Okay. Well, at least finding carbon here is not going to be hard.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Seriously?
Technology recharge.
Alright, so I ran out of carbon. That's bad.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
No, I want to recharge shit. There we go. Oops. Utilities. There we go.
Recharge.
Damn. Yeah. So do I have any left over? A little bit. Okay, that should, generally speaking, be enough. I'm just gonna collect a little bit more. Right, so what's the next thing? Reach the marker, right? So just reach the ship. Got it. Okay, where is the oh god, it's real far away. Okay, here we go. Here we go. James, do you have any recommendations for a good PvP FPS? Fucking Christ. As you speak of that, the first thing that comes to my mind is immediately the game that I've kind of was forced back into, Tarkov. But no, I really do not recommend Tarkov. It, at least not in PvP way. It just really is frustrating and really goddamn annoying. Now, if you really want a PvP, a rather interesting PvP environment, Grey Zone. I champion personally Grey Zone. I really believe in what they're making. Yeah, of course, in time they could make something a bit more interesting, and they will. After all, they've only just been out for 2 years in early access. Technically, that should be enough for some games after early access, but okay, fine. Even so, even that said, what we got already with Grey Zone is really interesting. But if you want more direct PvP stuff, the thing that I tend to end up sort of pick up and playing for, you know, half an hour, you know, for a couple of matches in between, you know, filming something or eating something, just sort of in between jobs, as in edit a little bit, take a little break, just relax and fuck around, is Rainbow Siege, as in, you know, Rainbow Six Siege. It's questionable, but still, there's that. Obviously, the gold standard, generally speaking, is, of course, Counter-Strike. There's that. But no, yeah, generally speaking, classics, if you will. So, these are my go-to. Yeah, Grey Zone is more PvE, more reasonable PvE. But if you really want to turn it into PvP, it can really be interesting. So, there is that. But yeah, more direct stuff. Obviously, the typical contemporaries, Counter-Strike, Rainbow Siege. I've not played Valorant, I can't vouch for it, so there's that. Yeah. I hear good things about Arc Raiders. I haven't played, so I can't say, but I also have heard good things about it. I'm not sure how the Apex Legends still fares, so there's that. What else? What else? What else? What else? I really don't want to say Call of Duty. I really don't want to say Call of Duty. Warzone. I never liked Warzone myself. DMZ is just fucking dead. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, really. Yeah, I would stay clear of Call of Duty. I really would. Okay, what have we got? Okay. Alright, time to dupe. Okay, tax.
Toxic protection falling.
The first thing I need to do, definitely oxygen. Ah, shit. Mistakes made. Initial couple of refiners. Just to make sure I have enough left over so I can dupe. Okay. Yeah, ferrite dust as well, might as well. Okay. Apex is doing Cyberpunk collab. Really? That sounds pretty stupid, but I mean, collabs have certainly worked out in some cases, so. Well, either which case, it's... Nah. I really do much rather prefer the game's own art style being expanded rather than bringing in other shit. I mean, that's kind of why Call of Duty has been so heavily lambasted for its, well, let's call it stupidity and shit. So, yeah. Cyberpunk models in Apex looks so bad. I'll have to... Honestly, no, if you have any models or screenshots or whatnot else, feel free to join the Discords and post the images, because I'll check it. I'll check it, because god damn it. That sounds like a good old shitty time. And I'm all for good old shitty time from time to time. Basically pointing at a company and just laughing at them. Essentially, that's always a wonderful thing, especially thanks to their own sheer hubris, after all. So, yeah. Don't need, don't need. Alright. Damn. Okay, give me a moment.
Technology recharge.
Thank you. Now, how do you feel about Warframe? Warframe. Haven't played it in a while. Can't say much about the current state of, you know, meta, gameplay, what it does. Neither have I been particularly up, you know, at the top end end game either. I kind of returned around the time when Grendel was just fresh, so you can tell that I've been quite a ways. I haven't played the 1999, whatever the fuck that was. Neither have I done any of the other story things either. Haven't checked out the new frames. Haven't seen the, you know, changes and whatnot else. So yeah, it's been a while. So now, generally speaking, Warframe is a good example of how to do a free-to-play somewhat well. I mean, I'm not a fan of the fact that it has pay-to-win, right? But it is a free game. Fundamentally, Warframe is a free-to-play game, so it can utilize whatever monetization it can or want. Not fan of pay-to-win at all. Not fan. And, but still... The fact that they can keep up working with the game, and more especially, doesn't matter whether it was back in the day or even right now, I think. But at least at the time when I was playing, they were still willing to go back, you know, to their own base gameplay, re-analyze it, if you will, or re-examine it and completely redo something. For example, the big change that I remember, you know, sort of playing and actually experiencing it right there, then there on the spot, was the one of the starter flame-based frames being changed. Oh god, what was the name of it? Oh, Ember, I think it was. Shit. I remember big revamp on that frame. Essentially, one of the, you know, the OG frames. That being completely revamped, and it was kind of but it was definitely better than it was beforehand, where it was essentially underutilized as hell. So yeah, Ember, there you go. At least I do remember that that name. So yeah, it was really interesting to see a game, and especially developers going back to their gameplay, tools, and completely revamping it. Because I think, no, maybe not completely, but it certainly was very close to a complete revamp of the frame itself. And honestly, that is daring. In place and time where essentially companies are too fucking scared to do anything. And coming from Elite Dangerous, it was especially noticeable just how daring a company can be to literally take underperforming feature of the game and actually going back and then redoing it to make the other parts of the game, not just the newest, shiniest thing, shine. That was really, really nice. So there's that. Also, the community is interesting and so on and so forth, in a good way. Moderation, perhaps, as with many games, tend to lack, but you know. Which game really does have better moderation? There are, but those are rarer exceptions, really. So, yeah, sadly, that is a norm. Though, it depends on the mood and the time period and so on and so forth. So, yeah, moderation is hit and miss. They have done reworks on frames. Yeah. No, Ember wasn't the only one. It was just at the time when I played, or rather, that was one of the reasons why I returned to play Warframe at the time. So, no, that was pretty nice, pretty cool. So yeah.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. I will need quite a lot of ionized, so give me a moment. I'm just duping the fuck out of things.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Is this No Man's Sky? Yes. What I'm doing is exploiting the fuck out of it. So, I wouldn't quite call it the most engaging gameplay, you're gonna see, but I'm just trying to progress as fast as I possibly can. Ah, crap, I don't have that. Crap. Yeah, I kind of forgot that I needed a little bit of Oh, fuck. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Inventory full.
Seriously? Fuck. Alright, go back to the ship. Nice game. Well, it depends on the person. Its art style is certainly the most polarizing thing these days, at least. So yeah, so I'm no longer doing the expedition though. I finished it, so yeah.
Component repaired. Component repaired.
Load up the ship with stuff. Forgot to do inventory expansions. This is a normal save. This is a normal save. You don't really get the inventory expansions here. That's kind of the problem. Yeah, that is a hurtful problem. You can expand other inventories, but the normal inventory, sadly, you can't. So, yeah.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Condensed carbon might as well.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay. Let's see. Our oxygen carbon need more condensed, just in case. Alright, after that, need to do one, actually two things. Okay, fuck it, this'll do. Whoa, no, okay, no. It's actually faster going this way. Whee! Splat. Okie dokie. There we go. There we go, that's good enough.
Toxic protection falling.
I'm sorry. Where the Come on. There you are. Right. Whoops. Okay, now that I'll be getting a little bit of sodium. Yeah, sodium. I'll get the sodium nitrate, blah blah blah. Alright, good enough. Dupe a little bit of that. Once that's over,
Technology recharge.
it'll be interesting to see how fast I can get some better gear. Because last time it took a little while, but not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, so basically the plan is to get an S tier ship, max it out as well. You know, at least the tier size as well as uh, inventory space size. Get the Sentinel multi-tool, max that out. Alright, also get the Sentinel ship maybe. I mean, technically it's done from the same place as well. So we'll see how long that will actually take, but it should be relatively easy and quick. So, yeah, right now it's a lot of repetitive stuff, so I know it's not very interesting to look at. That's No Man's Sky, like it or not. So, yeah. The very start is a thing.
Toxic damage detected. Technology recharge.
Okay, so, how much do I have off? I see. Okay. Couple of more dupes, just to max it out, more or less.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay. And after this, it's gonna be yoink. Okay. Yeah, generally speaking, that should be enough. Condensed. Yeah, no, yeah, it should be fine. Okay. Off to the ship, off to the ship. Right, so. Now, partially finished ship. Get back into it. Yep. Alright, now we're gonna get the hermetic seal. Yep, there we go. Request X, blah, 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 blah. So basically, I'm gonna have to just simply go. Alright, here we go. Yep, I'm gonna get the location. Activate thing. And now I fuck myself off to whatever that location is. Alright.
Toxic protection falling.
I want that plant, I want that plant. Really? Okay, there we go. Always coming.
Critical damage taken.
Not that much damage. Not important either. Well, okay, that's yeah, that
Taken.
maybe not the greatest move there. Oh well.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
So it's all new save, just for the hell of it. Do you have a specific goal? Right, so right now it's just sort of testing a route. Kind of want to make a, you know, sort of maybe a beginner's guide or best start kind of a video, maybe. So I'm just relatively speaking testing the, you know, starting route, if you will. Yeah, I won't need this stuff. Yep. Yeah. Cool. Yep. Yep. Down. Right, so I got the hermetic seal, blah, 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 and now I need to get the fuck back. Fun! Right, I need this as well. Oh my god, I forgot. Hate this. I need just a carbo. Okay, at least I just need a carbo tube. Okay. Oh, for fuck's seriously, 50. Alright. Okay.
Toxic protection falling.
Tax the ship.
Units received. Toxic protection
Okay.
falling.
It's gonna be a trek backwards. Alright, give me the plant.
Toxic damage detected. Technology recharge.
Okay. Okay.
Toxic damage detected.
Only 99% damage. The only important thing is the last health point, okay? Didn't you know that in video games? Come on, you should know that by now. You're playing video games as well, I take it. The only important health point is the last one. That's it. Everything else can suffer for all I care, really. Not like you incur any permanent damage, now do you? Hmm?
Toxicity levels critical.
Hmm. Interesting. Is Twitch glitching? Give me a moment. Let me check what's going on with yeah, it's weird. Yeah, okay, Twitch bitrate. Fucking piece of shit. Alright, Alright, well, it is what it is. Okay. Alright, so it's been a half an hour. I'm pretty much done with the ship. Blah, blah, blah. Time to lift. Now I need to just lift off of planet. Okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. Come on, call me, call me, call me. There we go. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, bum, 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 bum. After that, it's just heading to the starports. I think. Has to be the starport. Let's see. So, yeah, that's a million. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might be a bit short. Oh, wait. No. It's going to be enough. It's going to be enough for money. Essentially, why you need more money than about 10 million is if you want to buy a ship, scrap the existing one by scrapping your whatever ship, essentially. The higher tier, the better, technically, but in either case, there will be at least one decent part that you can sort of stack and dupe that will cost pretty decent amount of money, resulting in an easy money-making thing, right? So, yeah. So yeah, get enough money, buy another ship, or get another ship if you can, and scrap the existing one. You have enough money. Once you have enough money, you can expand the slots for it. Because the slots cost money, while the tier upgrade is nanite cost. So, yeah. Okay, I don't need Pugnium. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Okay. So it's somewhere there. Probably should have looked from the landing.
Protection falling.
Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay. And now we are building a motherfucking base, huh? Cool.
Technology installed.
I think it needed, yep, 2 carbo tubes. Damn. Okay. Alright, so we got the stuff. Let's see. The next thing is still establish a base. Alright, fun times. And that's the closest one, huh? Alright. Whee! Man, I need more of a fuel tank. Well, I'm down to the last health point. Probably should be careful. I don't know. That's optional. That sounds like an optional stuff. Okay, good enough. Done. Next thing... Ah, shit, I kind of forgot to pick up the buried technology. Damn it. Okay, I need to do that as well. That's really, really useful.
Life support power low.
Okay. There we go. Okay, now, some more duping, huh? Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Okay, let's dupe for the first part. Salvage tech later. Copper. Yeah, might as well do that since I got the slot. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's decent enough amount. Chromatized whatchamahazards. Or chromatic metal.
Technology recharge.
In the meantime, get the ship here. It's launched thrusters, you fucking piece of shit. Okay, fine. Alright. Okay. Stop. Enough. Good. Good. Picked up. Back we go. Damn it. I hate it.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Now. Mhm. Makes it a little bit faster, but not by much. And there we go. Okay, recharge the...
Technology recharge.
Okay,
Technology recharge.
good. Now, chromatic metal, where are you? Okay. Okay. A little bit more. Just to err on the safe side. Okay, okay, right, so, what have we got? Off to the ship, off to the ship, off to the ship, and off to the ship you go. You two, and you two, and you two, and then you two, and I'm... Fair enough. Okay, next. Well, I have a couple of options here. Let's see. Thinking, real quick. Damn, I don't have a lot of space. Well, I don't need the cobalt, so okay. Then this goes to the ship. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Right. Time to do nanites as well. Now, do I have a full stack? Yes, yes, I do have a full stack. Okay, good. No, that's coming later. That's that. That's that. That's that. Okay.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Hmm.
Inventory full.
Okay. Okay, fine. I'll waste a few. Damn, base, 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 blah, 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 claim base. Okay. Now the most annoying part comes.
Base computer online.
Yep. Oh boy, give it a moment. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Temporary shelter. Blah. Blah. Blah.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
blah, and blah. Done. Congrats. Now,
Computer
yep.
online.
Next step. Archive. Give me archive blueprints. Come on, give me archive blueprints. There we go. Now, archive. Whatever the fuck. What do you need? Oh, magnetized. Okay, fine. I need that as well, maybe? Do I?
Technology
I don't think I really need magnetized. Well. I'll get just enough.
No free slots in suit inventory.
And there's kind of the problem there, but carbo tubes.
Thermal protection
Was it one?
falling.
Yes,
Weather
good
warning.
enough.
Incoming
And now the fun part begins.
Item received. 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 Item received.
Fun, isn't
Item
it?
received. Item received. Item received. Item received. Item received. Item received.
I mean, theoretically, for this run, I don't need to. I just need extra space. Okay, it did clear up a couple of slots, so it's fine. Right, so I need to get rid of that. That goes into the ship. Clear that. Okay, time for nanite duping. Okay, 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 and dupe. Alright, that's gonna take a while now. Maybe I should have started doing that, but okay, whatever. Right. In the meantime, this base too small. Okay. Good. Is that good enough? There you go. Updated. In the meantime, teleporter. Carbo tubes.
Protection falling.
Generator.
Thermal protection falling.
And there we go, more or less. Activate the fucking thing. Come on.
Technology
Alright then.
recharge.
There we go, that's done.
Weather update. Storm
And some
clearing.
more. Okay. Alright then. Right, so that puts me in a relatively okay place.
Base computer online.
Ah, there we go. It took a while. Jesus. Okay. Basically, go to the space station. Yep. But before I go to a space station, I need nanites. And lots of them. Or at least as much as possible. So that's what I'm gonna be getting. Or at least trying to get. Down. Got a couple of ideas there. I'm not gonna be doing any unlocking with these things, I think. At least not yet. There are a couple of ways I can go about it. Right, essentially what I need right now is nanites, obviously. But afterwards I will... let's see. I will need advanced laser, essentially an unlockable special tool part that essentially allows you to mine some more solid items, essentially. Like, for example, this crap, right? I need advanced mining laser. That you can unlock through the Nexus, but to get to Nexus, you do need to follow the story a little bit, but it's not really that much further. So I wonder whether or not manually unlocking, like, you know, finding a small outpost on a planet like this one, or any other one, and basically buying that technology for really cheap, or just following the story, essentially. I suspect that I'm gonna try the story part, because it's pretty much guaranteed it's really quickly doable, unless you really find a small outpost immediately. Looking from it, not finding it easily. I'm just gonna go with a very bog standard guaranteed method in that case. So yeah, and the reason I need the advanced mining laser, it's so that in dissonant worlds I'd be able to mine something specific. So yeah, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Right now, I just need nanites. I got those nanites. Well, like this. Essentially. Couple more stacks, and basically the maximum stack you can get in one refiner is 4,000. So there you go. I always wonder, how would Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky look if they would... if they would have $1 billion like Star Citizen? Well, I mean, theoretically, we don't particularly know all the details of the finances. I mean, for Elite Dangerous, you can kind of calculate how much earnings they've overall profited or grossed, I guess you could say, through their publicly available reports. Yeah, essentially. In these 10 years, technically, Elite Dangerous has netted half that, I think, at least, if not the whole billion, though. No, honestly, it's kind of hard to say. It's really hard to judge. I haven't actually counted these things, so I'm just guessing at this point, frankly speaking. So, I don't know. Okay. Down. Okay. But let's imagine that's more than they had right now. Well, No Man's Sky is really hard to predict. Yeah, it's really hard to predict, generally speaking, for No Man's Sky, because, again, Hello Games has been weird. In many regards, I guess you could say. Elite Dangerous, on the other hand, my guess on Elite Dangerous part would be probably fucking nothing. Maybe they would have delivered more content, you could say, in general. It's kind of hard. Well, they would have basically kept on making shitty content, but shitty content, basically. The half-assed crap, rather than a fully fledged, you know, normal features, because again, even when front-end development is being given the opportunity to, develop something, they just simply act like a corporation. Essentially, everything has to be made by the goddamn spreadsheet. Well, maybe not spreadsheet, but by a schedule. And if it's not, then well, fuck you. Essentially, yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's just fuck you. Yeah. Release it now. Yeah. No time for real proper delays or proper development. Doesn't fucking matter. When the shareholders need money or reports, what else, we just need to boost those numbers, and we need to release the product now. It doesn't matter whether or not we have money or not. That's been the case with front-end developments with the bigger releases, and with more money would be promises of bigger releases. So those would be, sure, there will be more bigger releases, but I suspect with the capability of the developers and the time given to them, I would not expect much. I would really not expect much. So right now, what I am doing is just stacking shit tons of refiners, because I'm too lazy to redo all of this, and I'm not trusting the stack to survive, basically speaking. I'm just stacking, let's see, 4,000 nanites times 40 refiners. Well, that'd be 160,000. Right? I will need another 10 stack, at least. With the 200... Oh, yeah, you should be okay-ish with about 200,000 nanites. That should be enough, generally speaking. We'll see whether or not I, get that after all of this. Should be just that. Yep. Alright then. What are your thoughts on Nomad initially being restricted to the new ships only? In marketing there is a term. In marketing strategy there generally is a term for it. But essentially the Nomad was, or at least felt like, primarily made originally to boost the sales of Caspian. Then, for whatever reason it seems, or at least feels like, they separated Caspian and the Nomad and made it separate sales, like separate entities. Essentially taking one portion of the feature and making it another whole product out of it. And that not necessarily always is a bad thing. But that's how it fails. And yeah, the restriction essentially is that sort of idea. That, or just simply they really wanted to boost the sales of, Caspian or what else. Generally speaking, either way you slice it, it's just an artificial way to boost up a popularity of something else. Exclusivity is nothing but a goddamn tactic to boost the popularity or adoption of something specific. And that's the problem. You can see that in the current market as well, especially. An example for that, it would be NVIDIA's RTX, or, the DLSS stuff. Vendor agnostic stuff. That stuff, well, it often gets either shunned or outcompeted or perhaps outmaneuvered in marketing sense, if you will. Bad PR or some other scummy tactics as well, not being unique. Right, so I deleted the base one. Fuck! Okay, fine, here we go again. Damn it. So it didn't copy all of it. Damn it. Alright, I guess I'm doing this again, and I need a lot more of these. And deck, also yes, greetings, and everyone else in the chats today. Hopefully doing fine and dandy. Okay, why did it not dupe it properly? What the hell is going on? Okay. Okay. Yep, there we go. A little bit more. Let's see. I'm just gonna put the nanite generator already in progress.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Done. Didn't dupe. Fuck's sakes. Really doesn't... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a little bit of a distance then. Let's see. How far does it need to be away from? Didn't dupe. Okay. Yeah, because I also have a question about Elite. If the ship that were released were only sold in-game and not via store or ARCs, would it still ruin the game? Because of their stats and value and such. Who knows? Depends on the stats. Like, that's the problem. The reason why stats are there are just to be more appealing to sell. You do know that. The good stats, the OP-ness of it, is there because it just simply makes that toy more appealing to... I don't want to call them idiots, but let's be frank here. It's just there to be more appealing. If developers sold a mediocre or, you know, balanced ship, do you think it would be appealing? Or as appealing as an overpowered ship? No, clearly not. So the fact that it's being sold or not really doesn't matter. It's just that, you know, that because it needs to be sold, it is a lot more effective if it is also really appealing. So, you know, let's say there is a ship that is, you know, normally released, if you will, without marketing crap. Well, there is no incentive for developers to make it overpowered. They might still do it. They might make it worse than, you know, balanced. It really depends on the stats. So, yeah. There you go. Genius answer, I know. Wow, exciting. Exciting that for the developments finally came around. Elite looks fun now. Yeah, it depends on your tastes. I'm not keen on particularly the overly saturized and overly bright look of the game, or the casualness, but I can enjoy it. I much rather prefer a realistic approach, sure, but you know, from time to time you do need a little bit change of scenery, shall we say. So, yeah. Okay.
Technology recharge.
I was joking. No Man's Sky is eating up Elite's niche. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That this, frankly speaking, not really a space game, is invading the space game territory of it. You know, more casual-based mechanics, I suppose you could say. But yeah, No Man's Sky has been a really interesting case in gaming, generally speaking, more than just a space sim category as well. Yeah. I mean, realistically speaking, the only thing that something like a Starfield, for example, right, has over No Man's Sky is a little bit more realistic environments. Yeah, a little bit more. More loot, physics, and voiced dialogue. I wouldn't say it's better gameplay. FPS is better, sure. The story is presented more, for sure, but would I call it better? Overall, as a written story? That's a toss-up, frankly speaking. So, yeah. Because here's the thing, right? So the benefit of Starfield, the shipbuilding mechanic, that was the most popular thing in it, is also copied by No Man's Sky, which basically made made Starfield completely pointless. But as for the other games, yeah, well, ship interiors to a certain degree, shipbuilding itself that neither Elite or Star Citizen has is there. So, yeah, it's surprising just how massively impactful the Voyagers, I think, yeah, Voyagers update was when they introduced the shipbuilding. Like, it was very bare bones, but even so, it just showcased the power in that sort of creativity that is unlocked with ships and their interiors. Less interiors, but the shipbuilding itself, for sure. Why do you guys like the games to be realistic? What counts as a realistic or fun? So, my case, I can only answer for my case, right? Everyone's different. Everyone likes. Let's say you like with this hand. Maybe I like with this hand, or whatever, right? You get, anyways. Analogies. Yeah, there we go. But the realism aspect for me comes from the shooter aspect, right? I like guns. I like the pew-pews. I like swords. I like... I pick up a stick. Monkey, stick, hand. Monkey, imagine, sword. Conflict. Real life conflict. Sword. Used to stabby things. Movies. Cool dude. Cool sword, cool gun, monkey-like, and that monkey enjoyment of realism being, or at least a real thing being put in the hand, makes it more valuable than a plastic. God damn it! I don't have any kind of a plastic facsimile to a gun or something in my hand, right? Pure and simple, it is real, You know, it's closer to life. It represents a real thing rather than an imaginary thing. There is that connection. There's that connection to reality. Because the thing is, we can all imagine, you know, fascinating things, and they can be fun. Sure, magic and so on and so forth is really fun, but ultimately, also having that approach, the other spectrum, essentially the realism aspect, is something that draws in people, and for me, definitely that's the case. I can really appreciate both realistic and fictional stuff, though. The problem with the fictional stuff, in games or anything else, media, whatever, is suspension of disbelief. It is a lot harder to suspend that disbelief, the less real feeling the thing is. This is why realism in games is oftentimes both harder to nail and also kind of important to nail. At the very least, within the universe, things do have to make sense. For example, the last video that I did just recently was about a spaceship that is a copy-paste of another spaceship, and yet that new spaceship is technically smaller. No, physically it is smaller, and yet can house more stuff in it. How does that make sense, right? Essentially, that sort of belief, original belief that, hey, this is supposed to be kind of the limits of, you know, what is feasible within a spaceship, what you can shove in it. And then comes out another ship that, you know, basically is a fucking retardis. Right? That suspension of disbelief struggles. That's why realism is honestly kind of important. Oftentimes a lot more important than, you know, creativity of that part. Realism is a lot easier to sort of translate and convince the person that, hey, this thing, you know, it can be believable. You know, it can be believable. Generally speaking, you know, believability is also another thing. There's a lot to be said about the role the realism plays in, generally speaking, media and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Blah, 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 realism important, blah, 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 different strokes for folks and shit, blah. There you go. So, yeah. No, well, thank you again. Yeah, I know, the affiliate celebratory thing, yeah, thank you. Not that Twitch has ever been really good, but... no, here we are. Anyways. So, oh, we have 200 and something already. But whatever, I'll just get what I can. So now I have enough nanites for, well, literally everything that I potentially might need. And I'm still getting a little bit more. But regardless. The point of video games is to have fun, and you are fucking wrong! Fuck you! Fuck your ideas! But no. Here's the thing. When people say video games are supposed to be fun. Okay. Horror games. Right? There is argument to be made about, you know, horror being fun. That is true. But realistically speaking, okay, would a game that makes you think about philosophy through gameplay, that ultimately is made specifically to not be enjoyable in any kind of a form, it's supposed to be quite repulsive in its core, and yet it talks about important topics, would that still not be counted as a game because it's not fun? Right? Philosophically speaking, it is fucking stupid to demand games to be fun. In fact, most of the most important parts of what I consider game storytelling, for me it would be, for example, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, to a certain point, Last of Us as well. the most impactful portions, the most interesting portions of those stories and gameplay is horrifying, uncomfortable, and frankly speaking, very unfun. And yet they are crucial and extremely important parts, both of the stories as well as the gameplay overall. So just because those portions are unfun, that means the game is somehow lesser for it, or that it doesn't even deserve to be called a game, right? This whole idea of the games need to be fun is such generalized stupidity. I fucking hate whenever somebody says that. So, fuck you! Think about what you said and be ashamed! But, hopefully I made the point. It is a very generalistic point, right? It is entertainment, and again, the word entertainment can be translated in different manner, but often people say the game needs to be fun. If it's not fun, then, you know, what kind of a game is that? Like, fuck off. Like, fuck off, you simpleton. Quite literally. I've played so many uncomfortable, oftentimes also quite disturbing or disgusting portions of games that I enjoy them far more because of them. Dead Space, for example, is deeply disturbing, deeply, well, frightening and uncomfortable game to play, and yet that in of itself is extremely, I wouldn't say fun, but entertaining and really interesting overall. So yeah, no, I wouldn't call Dead Space fun, but it is really interesting and really cool. So yeah, there you go. That's my take on your casual gamers bullshit. Right. So I get enough nanites, I get enough money. Well, at least for very basic stuff. Right, so off we go to the... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Of course I'm less... Metal plating. Okay.
Technology recharge.
Sorry, Lemmings, but you're wrong. We pay for entertainment if the game is broken or it becomes frustrating. It's not worth it. Again, I deeply disagree with that stupid and overgeneralized statement. I really disagree with that. Again, okay. We pay for it. Cool. Free-to-play games. Or in any kind of a format. Shorter, simpler experiences that are simply released for free. Demos and itch.io. Plenty of really interesting and disturbing, unfun, but interesting game demos, tech previews, or tests, or just generally speaking, even full games are found on itch.io, right? It's gonna be hard to find them, but regardless, most, you know, certain games are extremely unfun or unpleasant to play through. You know, what you wouldn't consider as fun, but they end up being extremely interesting and thought-provoking. I find that to be extremely important, and I would still call those games. So the whole idea that, hey, games need to be, you know, fun, or games are supposed to be fun, is such a basic, surface-level read of what entertainment can be. Again, entertainment can be just more than, you know, fun or captivating, right? It can be thought-provoking, even if you only just need to see it once or play through once. So, yeah, we're getting into the, you know, what is art realm and, you know, philosophical thing, but... It bothers Yamix when it's so games as a medium is being simplified into they need to be fun. Think about it. Think on what a game is supposed to be in your view, and what you would not call a game, right? That's the thing. At the borders or edges of the definition, you start to find questionable things. And yeah, at that point you really have to start to wonder yourself, right? What constitutes as a game to you? What can be called a game? For example, for me, I refuse to call Star Citizen a game. There are, you know, several fucking reasons as to why I do that, but regardless. Well, I just phased through the fucking stairway. Okay. Alright, here we go. But yeah. Yeah, just talk with any NPCs. Any NPC. Does not matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Counter argument: games are supposed to be entertaining. Yeah, now that one is a little bit closer to what is reality, right? Again, entertainment or being entertaining is a lot more wider. You could say the term. So it's a lot closer to what I meant, but again, even so, can a game be, or can a, computer program be not entertaining and yet still be game, right? How do we define it? And that's where the questions really come into. What constitutes as a game? What is a game supposed to be? Blah, 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 right? Again, we're getting into the whole what is considered art topic as well, right? It's just a little bit more narrow because it's, you know, games, sort of, so, yeah. So, yeah, generally speaking, it's one of those philosophical questions that, relatively speaking, is just, not gonna be easy to answer, and to each of its own, essentially. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. But anyways, let's see. Myth. Okay, absolutely. I think I understand where you're coming from. The takeaway I had from your Eurotruck. Eurotruck was much the view I came into Elite within 2017. I followed the early development of the game, and combat looked fun and all, but I was really looking for the do jobs. Jesus Christ. With friends, roleplay aspect, in addition to exploring as a crew/team, but shooty is great, and it was the skeleton of the game that was supposed to. Skeleton, the game was supported with pretty messed up, and it's pretty messed up now. Jesus Christ. All right. A video game is basically the the ability to give a piece of entertainment interactability. Okay. Here's the problem, right? So a little while back, mid 2010s, I think it was mid 2010s, when essentially such game subgenre as walking simulators started appearing. Remember that? What is enough to constitute interactivity, right? See the problem we're facing again and again and again. There's, again, unlike sciences, especially math, there is no hard-coded definitions at all for anything, for majority of stuff, generally speaking. We like order as human beings, but unfortunately We also invent these sort of categories with many things. Hell, have you seen metal music's genre separation or segmentation? Fucking Christ. Like, fucking Christ. Half the fucking shit sounds the same, and yet it is deemed as a slightly different genre because somebody thought it had to be different genre. So that's the same problem with games. What is a game? What is interactivity? What is enough interactivity? What can be counted as such? Again, right? For me, Star Citizen, or what Star Citizen is still to this day, I personally do not consider enough to be constituted as a or called a video game. That's my personal take. What would make me consider it otherwise? Well, even I struggle with that full definition. I can point at a couple of specific aspects that I definitely would expect in a video game, like for example, fucking stats. But again, that's a very basic generalization as to the problem, or pointing to the problem, not, you know, the specific aspect that I am expecting in the first place. So yeah, and that's where the value clash, generally speaking, comes from. Right, moving back to the gameplay. Let's not get too fucking philosophical here. Okay. And yep, affiliate anniversary, thank you, and everything, and so on and so forth. Right. Anyways, so what I wanted to do right now is to get a couple of upgrades for the suit, if possible, and also the spaceship. So first things first, that. After that, I need to go to the. Seriously? Seriously? Okay. Fine. Alright, so I need the advanced mining laser upgrade. So I'm just gonna follow the thing. I needed money. I needed money. I needed money. Forgot about the money. Shit. Let's see. Star Citizen is a social experiment. It's kind of funny. Yeah. It's both sad, funny, and all the things in between. But yeah, because it wastes your time so much. Oh, you're actually considering... Okay, somebody here is actually considering it real game as real gameplay. I mean, I envy that ability, because for me, Star Citizen is way too fucking broken to give it the benefit of being considered as a real gameplay, and stuff like that, essentially. I don't take it seriously, because it doesn't want to be taken seriously itself. If I were to take Star Citizen seriously, I would get really pissed really quickly, instead of mocking and belittling it at every step possible. Because the only way I can deal with Star Citizen's bullshit in any kind of reasonable manner without going fucking insane is to laugh at it. Next best thing. I can tell you that. Okay. Sure. Give me ship, give me ship, give me ship. I want ship. I wanna buy your stupid ship and then scrap it, please. Gimme, 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 gimme. There we go. So thoughts on PlayStation removing physical discs. Is the AAA gaming cache crash finally happening? No, it will continue on. Again, what the fuck is AAA? You do realize that the term AAA, generally speaking, is invented by the industry itself, right? You do know that, right? The first I think the first company that they referred to their game as a triple A or whatever, I think it was Activision. I think it was Activision with one of their Call of Duties. I think that was them. Really hard to pinpoint the moment where it actually came from, but okay. The point essentially, right? So the mainstream, let's call it mainstream, right? So the whole physical disc crash, Steam, right? Steam has been such a big power for game sales, marketplace, and so on and so forth. The off physical media entertainment. Then, for example, I haven't bought a video game disc or physical copy, I think, ever. No, I haven't bought yeah, I haven't ever bought it. All the other copies that I have of discs and so on and so forth, or physical media or copies of video games, essentially have been from, you know, either parents, friends, family, blah blah blah, you know, presents essentially in the past, or whatever, you know, I've borrowed from other people, never given back. Yeah, whoops. But anyways. Yep, there we go. Which ship I have? Okay, don't need that. I'll get rid of a couple of these. I'll dupe them if necessary. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, let's scrap it again. So, yeah, now, generally speaking, right, so, the thing is, PlayStation's move, or attempted move, of physical media is, I mean, it's brazen. It feels like it's brazen, but in reality, it's not. Again, I'm not a console gamer. I don't own any of the consoles. I am a PC Master Race member forever and ever. So yeah, for me, on the PC side, I've always dealt with digital stuff as yar har, or in general terms through Steam and so on and so forth. So the physical media purchases and so on and so forth is something that, you know, relatively speaking, is least of a problem. It's more of a symptom of showcase. Essentially, the move of physical media is less about the physical media. It's more about you not owning the thing, or being comfortable of not owning something. Essentially, rather than the what we used to have with the discs, you didn't buy the license to play the game, or allowance to play the game. You bought the physical disc with the data on it, and what you did with that data, whether you transferred that data to another physical media or not, that was completely left up to you. And you were at your full right to completely make it working and make it playable, right? That was the general idea originally, like with any kind of other fucking product that you had, right? You buy a car, you can take out the engine, swap it to something else, or use or repair or do what the fuck ever you wanted with the parts on it. Of course, you couldn't couldn't make extra copies, right? You were given license to that car and the parts on it, right? The physical parts were yours. But the intellectual properties and so forth, those were, of course, belonging to the company. But your copy of that thing were yours, and yours to do what the hell you wanted with it. Except unless you, of course, own Ferraris. But that's a different story. But yeah, with this recent change in AAA, or rather specifically PlayStation, moving off of physical media, is less about them just simply swapping to an easier medium, digital, rather than the physical. It really was more of a signal flare, or you can call it dog whistle, I think there was a term like dog whistle. I don't remember exactly how it was properly used, but I think it was dog whistle, right? Anyways, essentially a signal from the company saying that, hey, we're not giving you any more physical stuff. We're not giving you options or any kind of way to, or give you an easier way to save your copy of game. We are gonna own it. We're gonna have more control over it. That was the main message that PlayStation tried to, whether they intended it or not. That's the message they essentially sent all of us, and I completely understand the problem with it, or well, at least concerns about it. So yeah, though realistically speaking, as software overall is, it is digital, right? These are data pieces and so on and so forth. So yeah, at any point, well, depends on where they are hosted. If that host goes away, well, what you're left with is what you're left with. And digital marketplaces like Steam certainly, you know, just simply have showcased that people are a lot more interested and more comfortable buying digital copies rather than the physical stuff. But the physical, again, it still allows you, or rather, Steam doesn't give, or Steam doesn't take away that ability to fix your own thing, or at least ideally it wouldn't. There is DRM, right, and so on and so forth, but realistically, Steam is not sort of standing in the way of control over the purchase. Although, again, it is on their servers, and you technically bought it on, you know, on their platform, so as long as the platform lives, you're allowed to get it. However, the difference here is that with Steam, you can still use it offline, and whatever game is, you know, playable offline, you're going to be able to boot it. So generally, it's more of a topic about the ownership and ability to repair, stop killing video games, who really owns the thing, whether it is you, the customer, or it is the company exerting more control over, you know, your purchases and more control over your media, essentially, that they sell to you as a product that should technically be transferable and repairable and so on and so forth. But it's a good thing that people are talking more about it. Even though realistically, again, we have Steam, and you know, that full-on digital thing has been happening for a long-ass while. It's just that now with PlayStation, it's a lot more brazen. People suddenly start to snap back out of it, of that lull that, hey, it's been comfortable already, but oh wait, if there's no option for physical media, uh-oh, things might go real bad. So, yeah. But yeah, anyways, let's see, I guess, but AAA games used to actually look good graphically. Oh god, that's the whole thing. Yeah, that, before every studio used the Unreal Engine and temporal smearing. Yeah, I know. I made videos about that. Oh, crap. Could have teleported. But anyways. Yeah, and I do want to talk more about it as well. The whole... It's unrelated. The whole temporal smearing, the use of, or predominant use of Unreal Engine, that's a relatively unrelated topic, but oh, there's a YouTube channel called Threat Interactive that shows difference to the differences pretty well before Unreal Engine 5 games look better. Oh, is there this guy called Threat Interactive? Is there really? Really? Is there really a Threat Interactive guy? Yep. Nope, that's wrong thing. Is there really a Threat Interactive guy? Curious you mentioned that. Curious you mentioned that. Oh, god damn it. It doesn't scroll far enough. Really? There is a Threat Interactive guy. You don't say. Originally, this video was copyright struck and taken down. Stay tuned for a segment on it. Also, can you read the name there? Earlier this year, I released a video on Unreal Engine and more of a technical look into it. And I included a segment from our protagonist of this anime, Threat Interactive. And can you guess what the fuck he did to me? And this is where the clip in the question for copyright strike came from. Basically, what this means is someone, in this case the notorious Threat Interactive, claims that this segment, where I played less than 30-second clip of his video, is copyrighted and I have no valid case or permission to use it. I, on the other hand, following the fair use exemption, chose to include this and the other segment for the purposes of giving context, commentary, etc, etc. Like you saw throughout the video with other videos. You know, I made sure to credit their work both on screen and description and blah blah blah. Now seems that was not acceptable by them. Now on totally unrelated and funnier note, in recent year, Threat Interactive also issued several such strikes for various other creators. Smart Polly, who used about 7-second clip for purposes of reporting, even if it was more colored opinion than reporting. But regardless, then on Twitter with his posts of these clips, he also got copyright disabled. Then we have Ascended Dawn, a small creator who literally just used a screenshot of their thumbnails, also got struck. Then of course the Fuck Temporal Anti-Aliasing subreddit's official YouTube channel, who harshly criticized and called out their actions, also got struck, as well as Dallas, who we'll be talking about a little bit later for unrelated matter, but he also criticized our protagonist of this anime, who got struck, I think, several times and got the cease and desist even. Now, you might see a funny pattern here. Issuing strikes against your detractors is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen, but at least you can understand the reason, as cowardly and shit-eating as that is. But to do so to a relatively simple news reporting might be an attempt to damage control. Vanity, or honestly, I don't know. And then there's my case. I find their research to be a valuable one, even if some call it cherry pick. As long as you recognize and do your own tests, well, it can be useful. So at least partially I agree with some of their conclusions. But then I also call them assholes who abuse the MCA. As I was reporting on these previously mentioned instances. Then a day later on Twitter, where the crotch goblin shit stains slink away to crash out, there was this message. Now, since they didn't directly address who the creator was, well, we can only guess. But for a second, let's theoretically imagine that it was about me. You know, for funsies. So, did I call them assholes? Oh, you bet I did. Did I lie about their legal actions? Oh, sorry, was I incorrect in reporting that? As all the strike recipients, or as you call them, victims, have claimed as much? In fact, since some, if not all original striked videos, at least on YouTube, have gone back up, and as far as I'm aware, none of them have been taken to the court over this, as I paraphrase some of the strike quote-unquote victims' opinions. Well, gee willikers. Well, if that's the case, then I'm incorrect and I retract my statements and I'm sorry. I made a whoopsie-poopsie mistake. Moving on. Did I use their content without permission to boost this low engagement content? No. I used the small portion of your content without permission to provide context, additional information, and commentary while citing and crediting the sources, for what I believe is within the fair use. And then he goes out to call Ace Roll a hypocrite. But anyways, that was just a theoretical assumption that he's talking about me, but, you know, who knows? Clearly, this is a copyright strike, not a quote-unquote, you said mean things about me, strike, or quote-unquote, you defamed me, strike, or anything else related to hurt feelings or insults, or pride. It's copyright, right? So, my choice of crediting and or use of material for purposes of further discussion, commentary, and blah 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 was not sufficient for the fair use consideration. Hold on, does Threat Interactive even consider fair use? Well, let's ask them. But seriously, some people actually pointed out that I agreed with them in the first place. An ally of sorts. As I too, being a simple gamer and customer of these games, still find Unreal Engine 5 to be a mess in performance department through my own findings. Striking not only detractors, somewhat biased reporting, but also distant allies or something? Well, I guess some people only just want more of that Asmongold ass gas. So I wonder, what does it tell you about a copyright strike abusing, shit heel, song slapping, sniffing, nugget ass head of a cunt muffin, lobotomite motherfucker, dick weasel, twink looking, pussy ass bitch cocksucking dipshit? Like Nintendo, for example. Yeah, they're notorious for allegedly using the quote-unquote legal excuse for taking down content they don't approve of, just because. And on a completely unrelated note, let's make this video even more view. So, yeah, yeah, there exists this guy called Threat Interactive. Right. Cool. You don't say. You don't say he exists, huh? Yeah, you don't say. Cool. Moving on. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yabba-dabba-doo, yabba-day, yabba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Okie dokie. There we go. And... okay. Well, I'm gonna have to... yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy the stupid fucking... yeah, I didn't buy the fucking microprocessors. Oh well. The thumbnail of the video is the Corvette. Where is it? The answer to that is nowhere. It's a lie! It was a bait and switch! Okay. It's just a random fucking thing that I found quickly. I really don't know how to do proper thumbnails for No Man's Sky. Like, even to this day, just don't. So. Hope you have a great weekend, Mr. Yamex. Bye! Well, alright then, take care, take care. I certainly will try. Okay. Right. Shit, I should have really duped that crap. This is what I get for getting distracted by literal asshole bullshit. So thanks. Yes, I blame you, chats. Especially you, Twitch chats. How dare you? Oh wait, hold on a second. We got storage augments. For a spaceship. Oh my. Storage augment for a spaceship. So I won't even need the money for it. Oh, either which case I do need to dupe the fuck out of things. So give me a moment.
Product received. Product received.
Okay. Let's dupe the fuck out of it, I suppose. Here we go. Alright, my base, warp to it. Let's dupe it. Neat. Damn. Meh. Not that I really care for these, but whatever. Right, I need to dupe this, and I definitely need... Actually, no, I just simply need to dupe this. Okay, fine. This one as well. But before that... This. Good enough. Alright, first things first. Okay. Done. Average ship should need about... let's see, about 120, but then the technologies as well will need a few. Right. Let me just stuff it into our ship. Okay. And... I'll get a few more. I'll get a few more. Should be enough. Okay, I'll take out a few. I'll retain... I'll keep a few stacks of these as well. Alright, so, now time to get money. Alright. There we go. Okay. And we got nearly a full stack. Okay, and there we go, I think. Yeah, nearly. Alright, good enough. Okay, now that that's done, yeah, story. I know. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Back to there. Ah, I could have teleported to it. What am I doing? Okay, fine. I wasted a few seconds. Not a big deal, but still. I was kind of trying to speedrun this, so... Oh well. Damn. Well, I do need space. So, let's upgrade the ship first. Right? Upgrade the spaceship. I'm not gonna do the... right, so storage. There we go. 7 million. What? Okay, so I wasted my money. But why did it not pick up the upgrade modules? Give me a moment. Ah, apply augment. Alright. Alright, it's a C rated, so it's not gonna get as many slots in the first place. Right. Well, regardless. At the very least, I have enough more space left, so... Alright then. So that's that, that's that, and that. Okay, yeah. Money-wise, actually, it is slower. After all, there's a maximum limit of money you can get, and let's see. I'll keep 50 units, full stack, basically. That's about it. So I need 95. There we go. That's gonna give me 600 million. Yep, there we go. Which would buy me 3-4 slots on the no, but not 3-4 slots actually. It's a good question. How much does it cost now? I mean, it is full, right? I need to upgrade spaceship's tier. But yeah, okay, that's 75. So 75, I would barely able to get 10 extra slots. So yeah, the augments are real time saver. All right, so now that I have everything basically done, at least preliminary speaking, I actually can I get some upgrades? Come on, please give me upgrades. Fuck you. So I need to do a hyper jump, huh? Okay. Alright then. Alright then. Oh, theoretically I could get another ship or what else. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, fine. Here we go. I'm gonna get the Nexus basically at the next jump anyway. So right now I just need to get the hyper fuel and that's about it. Or rather the blueprint for it. So once I get the blueprint, I can jump to another system. I get the Nexus. Within the Nexus, I can get the advanced. I think, yeah. Well, either which case, at the Nexus, I think you can get the advanced mining beam. All right. Oh, we'll see. Anyways, moving on. Isn't No Man's Sky going to have a major update next month? In theory, there ought to be, for more than just a reason that there is supposed to be an update. But we'll see. I do want to make a couple of videos, so yeah, that's kind of more or less the reason why I'm doing this. Do want to cover it and more timely cover it, if you will. So, here we go. Holy crap, the bitrate took a dump when you pulse drive. Oh yeah, that... Welcome to reason why there's not a lot of people streaming this game. Despite the fact that there are quite a bit of people playing it. Yeah, the stream quality, because of the insane amount of different colors, essentially the color screen and not graphical detail, but just pixel detail, if you will. It's not exactly the best thing for bitrate. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why not a lot of viewing in the first place takes part in Twitch on this game. On the YouTube, on the other hand, that one too. On YouTube, it actually, so just like with Twitch, sort of bumps up when there's something happening. So there's that. But yeah. Well, either which case.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Okay, let's jump to another system then. Oh gods, I got the squeak from Timpan. Well, thank you, really appreciate it. Mighty nice of you. Well, welcome. But yeah, the bitrate is yeah, I pretty much noticed it very early on, and I don't begrudge anyone from, struggling to watch this. It's more like just sit around, listen in, if you will. It's a podcast. Yeah, next Joe Rogan shit. Yeah. But, either which case. Here we are, and that station has 2 testicles. That's another thing. Neat, huh? Yeah, right now on YouTube it's better. On YouTube it definitely looks better. Barely, but oh, it's rough. It's rough viewing. This screen especially. Like, why did they decide to put so much space dust, as it's called? Just boggles the mind. Really does not bode well. Then again, from artistic perspective, there are plenty of other questions as to why they did certain things, so... yeah... is that the one I need to go? No, I don't think I need to go to this one. Oh, okay, fine. No. This is not where I needed to go. Shit. Fine. Yep. The other way around. It had to be a relic site. Had to refresh every 3 seconds when you did that. Twitch does not like No Man's Sky in the slightest. I mean, I'm running the bitrate nearly the top end of what Twitch allows, so yeah, YouTube is better. Sorry about that, but YouTube is better. Just simply DVR as an ability to scroll back the whole stream and other things. So, yeah. Twitch is my secondary platform. A far secondary platform, frankly speaking. Since I am not a partner, there we go, I do not get the higher bit rates. On the other hand, on YouTube, even partner program for Twitch does not reach the YouTube's maximum bit rate on streaming. Which, yeah. It would be nice to re-encode, yeah, basically downsample, if you will, the Twitch end, but it takes extra processing and problems and blah, 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 yeah. It's a hassle, basically speaking. Yeah. Alright, now I think it's the Nexus time. Yeah, should be Nexus, I think. Once I get the Nexus, I can...
Technology recharge.
No. Or yes. Explore the galaxy. Okay, so basically, yeah, I just need to go to another system then. Alright then. One moment though. Need to take care of something real quick. Okey-dokey. There we go. Damn. Okay, right, so what's up? What's up? Come on. Travel to the stranger's coordinates. What coordinates? Ah! There we go. I just need to unlock Nexus. Coordinates. So that's the Traveler, I take it. After that, it's gonna be Nexus. Probably. Don't remember the sequence of this. Well, I can't see shit, so that's fun. Okay. Oh, God, I really don't... Fine, land. Can't see the building I need to go to, so... Here we go. I need to head that way, huh? Okay. Take the floor.
Toxic protection. Falling. Toxic protection.
Didn't help much, but okay, fine. Okay.
Toxic protection.
Aha!
Falling.
A spacey ship. What is it?
Toxic damage
Come on.
detected.
What are you?
Weather update.
B-rated garbage.
Storm clearing.
For fuck's sakes. Alright, get my ship here.
Technology repaired. Toxic damage detected.
Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter what I pick. Blah. There we go. And we got advanced... Yep, we got advanced mining lasers. So yeah, it's a lot faster doing this. Yeah, you don't even need to go to Nexus to unlock it. Yeah, it's a lot easier to do this. Damn.
Technology
Alright.
installed.
Alright. This is neat. And I need chromatic seal. I think 2 or 1. 1. And wiring loom. Oh, I know. Get rid of that. And we got wiring loom. Sweet. That's... Damn it, I need to. Alright, fine. Give me a moment. There we go. 2. Or 3. Huzzah. Alright, we got advanced. Sweet. Now, I would like to go to Dissonant. And find, Echo Blah. Yeah, there goes. Yep, there goes the Nexus. Might as well open that one as well. That's basically the opening of the game anyway, so, yeah. This is a lot faster. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Yeah, YouTube is a lot nicer when it comes to high bitrate at areas, at least. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, YouTube is my platform. These days, far more beneficial than Twitch. The exception really is that Twitch has its own categories and it's easier to search for streams. Fuck. Yeah, that's the only benefit it really has when it comes to revenue split for community. Even YouTube is better there. 60-40, but still not the 50-50. But hey, if you want to support your favorite creator, go on their Patreon or Streamlabs links down below and support them directly. Haha. Okay. Oh, God, I really need to talk with all of them. No, I don't need that. This probably the most useful refiner. And one moment. Refiner number 2. Rest of the stuff. Translator maybe. No. Yeah, I got nanites. Although I'm not gonna equip any of them. At least not yet. Okay. Just to have it unlocked. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah, everything else is fine. Okay. Now it's time to get the dissonant stuff. Hooray! Although realistically I have enough money and nanites to upgrade the normal multi-tool anyways. Yeah, let's try. Let's try bothering with dissonant stuff. Why not? Alright, let's find a corrupted or dissonant worlds, huh? Cadmium drive, no. Water, no. Water. Out of jump range, really? Come on. Water. Life form. What's the red? Seriously, it just filters the 3 main. Damn it. They really do filter only 3. Re-explore custom waypoints. Yeah, okay, I'm not given any kind of easy filter. Okay, so I guess it's manual. Hey, let's see. Ah, we got dissonant, but that's indium drive. I mean, I could unlock indium drive, but good luck with that. Out of jump. Ah, dissonant. There we go. Alright, eventually I found one. Okay. Okie dokie. So, high energy plant, salvageable, blah blah blah. Nope. I want to find a corrupted world. Dissonance detected, swarm debris, and rotting planet. Okay, well, here we go. Okay, so what I want to find is, well, specific corrupted things, essentially, with, oh god damn it, the echo something. It's gonna be easier, I think, on foot. Probably should have bought a couple of upgrades on, jetpack. I probably should have upgraded the jetpack. Okay, let's see what we got. No. No. Yeah, there we go. These things. Okay. Spiders, so that means it could be... Are you? Echolocator. Perfect. Alright, so here's a little trick that I learned myself just recently. Alright, I got no weapons, technically. I just need to... there we go. Need to go around 150 units away. Hopefully that still works. And, damn it, there's a bigger hill on the other side. Give me a moment. No. Don't. There we go. Okay. Okay. That's 90. 120. 120. That's 170, but still doable. Alright, so. And now it's time to drill it. Oh, I'm detected, so they did detect me, huh? And no, they can't find me. Yep, there you go. As long as I don't shoot any of the sentinels, they can't detect me. Because I'm shooting it from far too far away. Except for the fact that this one found me. Oh wait, no, it stopped hunting me. Yeah, they can't detect me. And this is basically all I'm gonna be doing. Yep. That's a trick. $150 is the limit for the range, kind of. Get out of the way, you dumb animal. I mean, realistically, if I had better weapon, I could... anyways, here we go. I got the echolocator. And what that will find me is a well, a camp. There we go. Harmonic echo, blah 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 camp, basically. And what do you find in those? I wonder. Well, let's go check it out, shall we?
Toxic protection falling.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, the AI detection range.
90
Yeah,
recharge.
it's funny. It's funny. Okay.
Toxic protection
Alright
falling.
then. Okay. And off we go. And there we go. Huzzah. Okay, so. Blah, 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 blah. So, we got the
Toxic protection
tool
falling.
that I need to unlock. So. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Scan memory. 9, 15, 4. Okay. Fuck it. 9, 15, and 4. Huzzah. Alright. Yep, there we go, on the lock. Okay, I get the, backpack? That doesn't really matter. Deactivate the multi-tool seal. So that's a free multi-tool. That's the first thing. And after that, locate dissonant spikes, through which you would find the Sentinel ship. There you go. We'll get to that in just a bit. That'll be the end of the stream. But before we do that, I need to take the multi-tool, which, again, C-rated and filled with garbage, but generally speaking, you know, but the free multi-tool, which is actually surprisingly decent. Stat-wise, the Sentinel multi-tool is high, or not high on damage, low on mining, and high on scanning. While the default pistol that you come with, stat-wise, it was, I think, minimum. Oh, basically the lowest damage multiplier. Mining-wise, it was also low, but scanning was, I think, maximum, if I remember correctly. Wiki has the information about it. Essentially, it just simply is, you know, notably not as good as theirs. And generally speaking, mining-wise, you would need to go with an Atlantid type of multi-tool, but finding that is a bit of a bitch, and honestly, I don't really want to deal with water stuff in the first place. So, this is, well, it's about as good as experimental, frankly speaking. Experimental would be more balanced, or the Royal. Oh wait, no, the Royal ships and Royal multi-tools. Either which case, essentially, either experimental, Royal, or the Sentinel-based stuff. It's generally speaking the more preferable. But here we go. Let's get the ship as well, and let's go upgrade both of them to S tier and max out the slots. Yeah, basically. And there we go. Yep. Sure, Starship. Yeah, fuck Pugnium. Don't need Pugnium, and I need to Radiant Shard, Inverted Mirror, Harmonic Brain. Okay, that might take a little bit of unlocking. Give me a moment. Let's go with here. Alright then. Still need to use the multi-tool. Okay, since I'm still on the same planet, I shouldn't be going too far away.
Toxic protection.
Rather, I would need to in the first place. So, first things first. This... Darks, what do we got? Huh? Fuck it. I need the shiny things. But the brain, I think you got from destroying one of the bigger sentinels. Yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. For that, I'll need a weapon. Like a proper one. Damn. Yeah, Radiant Shard. Well, I got one, or a couple. I can dupe the fuck out of it. So that's not the problem. Okay, there we go. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, I can dupe those. That's not a problem. What is a problem is really getting the brain. And that one is sadly found. Yeah, I don't need Radiant Shards anymore. Damn. Oh wait, no, inverted mirror. Fucking Christ. Okay. One moment. Where are Radiant Shard? This. Dupe it once, that's all I need. Yeah, there we go. I need the inverted mirror and the thing. Damn. Let's see. Locate an inverted mirror to complete the pilot interface. Target swap. Blah. Okay. Oh, it's through these stupid things. Again. Okay. Well, let's go take a look. Does it have the mirror? Dissonant resonator. You have inverted mirror. Okay. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Damn. 190. 100 whatever. 15. 25. Okay, so it's gonna be this hill. Okay. More or less, yeah. Alright. aim, and shoot. Do 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 do. Yeah, I probably should have just simply gotten a better weapon. Just simply get a weapon. Ah, well. Seriously, it detected me? Well, I got the mirror, I don't care. Okay, they are coming! No! And they're gone. Goodbye. Thank you, please come again. Okay, dupe this. I'm not sure how many did I need, but I think that should be enough. Okay, that is... Oh, I needed just one. Okay, so, where do I get the brain now? Yeah, make the ship fit, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The brain rejects the control of its end. A harmonic brain is required to pilot the blah 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 blah. Locate the brain in the inventory and press E. Okay. Okay. Please don't make me go far. Alright, here we go. Shit, here we go. Here we go again. There we go. Let's see, will you make a video about Star Citizen moderation, how unfair power tripping and such? Nope. I can guarantee you I won't, because it's boring. Generally speaking, it's their choice to do what the fuck they want. Unless they really commit some fucking crimes against consumers in a very tremendous manner. Otherwise, it's just gonna be, realistically speaking, just... It's their fucking product, their forums, as unfair as you know, don't like their work, whatnot else. It is petty, and yeah, there is something to be said about the lack of their quality, moderation, blah blah blah, but it's just petty fandom crap, even if it is justified. There are far more important and meaningful topics to cover, and honestly speaking, I don't have the strength for the fucking drama. Like, if there is one type of a shit I don't really want to cover, it's that kind of a drama. Sure, you know, developers fucking over and so on and so forth, that drama, sure, that is important, what it tells, but just this petty fandom crap, like, I never liked it in Elite Dangerous, and I only addressed Elite Dangerous's own bullshit with moderation and so on and so forth, when, you know, they literally were categorically unfair. Back in the day, specifically with review copies, right? I sent in a request for Elite Dangerous Odyssey review copy, and what Elite Dangerous answered to me was, no, we're not giving you because X, Y, and Z reason, essentially because we don't like you or what else, which would be fair, which would have, again, would have been absolutely fair. What they originally answered me with was, oh, there is a limited amount of digital codes. When Frontier Developments was their own publisher and developer, they have limited codes. Essentially, that answer was extremely bullshit. I called them out on it. They did apologize, answered, and yeah, fair enough. And afterwards, did express, relatively speaking, as to why they wouldn't provide yours truly with a review copy, which was, again, yes, I don't remember exactly how they worded it. You can go watch and watch my old video about it. But essentially, yeah, Yamix was mean and said things, blah, 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 values not aligning, something, right? Something that I expected, finally, right? Rather than giving this runabout bullshit about, hey, we ran out of codes, or we have limited digital codes. And we have the, this. Ooh, fancy. So we can launch with it? Yeah, okay, we have everything. Alright. I have my big-ass Sentinel ship, A-graded already, so that means I will waste a lot less money, I mean, nanites, on upgrading it to S tier. Just give me a moment, and we are gonna just do that. So yeah, hello, I don't mind me asking, what's a swarm? Right, so, originally I started the stream with checking in and finishing the expedition called the Swarm. So essentially it's more of a bigger community-based events? Yeah, basically. If you've never played No Man's Sky's expeditions, then I also need to explain what expeditions are in the first place, but they're generally kind of a short-cutted, time-limited, different start for a game. Yeah, basically it's the same gameplay and what else, but with either limited resources or limited scope, so on and so forth, with different objectives, sort of, right? Yeah, you could basically call it that. And so, yeah, and the Swarm was essentially, unlike more typical expeditions where you basically have different kinds of mechanics covered, you know, every time a new update releases, developers also release an expedition that sort of covers those mechanics, or you know, specifically features those mechanics. You know, ship building a little while back was a thing, so basically you would start the game like, you know, kind of normally, but with shortcuts here and there, and that basically shortcutted you to straight to ship building, kind of a gameplay. Again, expeditions, basically a sort of a slightly different way to start the game, with some shortcuts and so on and so forth, to showcase either a new feature or give a thematic. So yeah, and this time it was rather than a personal-based mission scope, it was more of a community, yeah, community-themed endeavor. So there you go, more or less. Right? So yeah, there we go. We got the S tier Sentinel ship. I don't think I have my expanders. Right. Yeah, I don't have my expanders. Okay, give me a moment. Switch ship. There we go. Expander to my inventory. Let's expand also the slots. So yeah, within about 3 hours, while ranting, no less, I have managed to upgrade the spacey ship to maximum. Give me a moment. I'll upgrade it to maximum, at least inventory space-wise. for full upgrading, including technologies and so on and so forth, I'll have to, you know, travel a little bit, but I could do that in, you know, another half an hour or so. It really just depends between jumping a couple of star systems and star ports, and that's it. That's about it, really. So yeah. That. And multi-tool, basically the same thing as well. Alright, so selected the other ship back. Upgrade the starship, yes. Apply augments, and let's expand it. This is gonna take a while. Will you stream tomorrow? I'll try. Probably I won't do No Man's Sky because nobody watches them. Sadly, you know, I stream Elite Dangerous, I stream Star Citizen. Hell, at least on YouTube I would get at least 50 viewers. At least. YouTube, now, half that. Hell, even playing a random game I would get about this and maybe even more. It's not... Thing is, sadly, No Man's Sky is not exactly a great game to stream because essentially YouTube, Twitch, because we're running lower bit rates, it gets really messy visuals and it's not fun to watch. It's more fun to listen to and that's about it, but it's not fun to watch, sadly. So probably we'll find something else to fuck around with. Maybe Star Citizen, maybe Elite Dangerous, maybe completely something else. I'll think on it. Either which case, there we go. Oh, my spacey ship now is fully decked out with space and space. Now, time to upgrade the multi-tool. Right, there we go. B rated. A rated. And finally, S rated. Okay, so fuck. Wrong tool. Whoops. Okay, fine. I'll upgrade the other one as well, since I didn't lose that much. Ah, dumb moves. Okay, fine. Just not paying attention. This is what happens when I stream. All right. At least I have enough nanites. Okay. Right. S tier. Oh wait, no, A tier. S tier Sentinel multi-tool. Damn. Mistakes made. Okay. What time you stream? This time. Literally, this is the end of the stream. Usually 3 hours. Calculate now. 3 hours back. That's where I usually start. So there you go. Easy to remember. Alright, need space. There goes all my money. Like literally, a couple of slots and there goes all my money. Not that you really need more than this, unless you really build every single weapon inside of it and max it out. Even then, I think this is enough. Half the weapons you really need only one, maybe 2 weapons and a bunch of tools, and that's about it. Even then, it really doesn't matter. So yeah, well, all that's left is really just to clear out these the tile blockers, and that's about it. So yeah, 8 tier weapon, tool, enough credits and nanites to basically just help pump out another ship, essentially. So there you go. Within 3 hours, I basically did that. Give me about an hour extra, and I easily could make the best weapon, make the best multi-tool, and upgrade the spaceship's best parts, basically. Hold on, let's quickly take a quick peek as to what technologies are available here. Shouldn't be particularly good, because it's always random, but getting at least 1 or 2 S-rated things would be nice. A-rated, still good. Yeah, S-rated photon. Like, that's garbage. Let's see. Yeah, these are parts. These are parts, not things. Yeah, launch thrusters. Pulse engine, no. I mean, the hyperdrive really is the only one that actually gives something. What do we have? That's even a shitty A rated too. What do we got? Cyclotron Ballista. I don't like that weapon. It's not good. Sentinel Cannon. Well, at least it comes with multiple weapons. So at least I can get rid of that and be okay. We got the shields. We got the pilot interface that is occupying garbage. Okay. Where's the hyperdrive? Anti-gravity well. Okay, so that's the hyperdrive. That's the, well, pulse drive. Crimson Core. That's the HP. This is for the jump range, right? Charge up your gravity well. Yeah, it's been a while, okay? Yep. It's the... Wait, no, it's not. Does this thing not have gravity? There you go. That's the pulse engine. That's the fucking hyperdrive. There you go. Jesus Christ. Luminance engine. Pulse. Yeah, pulse jump. Take off. Ah, take off. Okay, landing gear. Gotcha. So that's the landing gear. Okay. That's the shield. And that's the health. No, pulse drive. Pulse drive. Fucking Christ, what am I doing? Okay, there you go. Jesus Christ. Just different names. One more thing. Exosuits and multi-tool upgrades as well. What have we got? Blaze jar. Hell no. Pulse splitter. Yes, sir. Pulse splitter. Oh, yes. Very much so. Boltcaster can go fuck itself. And scanner module, you can wait until you get S tier. There's no reason not to get S tiers. I mean, buy everything. You got 30,000 nanites and more to come easily. Now, for this, actually it is decent to buy literally any movement module. Shield module, might as well. Movement module, easily, any of them will do. Toxic, no. Life support, sure. Yeah, might as well. Radiation protection, no. So yeah, movement module. Even if it is C rated, still good enough. Shove it in there. Shove it in there. Okay, that's that. Doesn't really matter. And the pulse splitter, though I don't have the main weapon in the first place. Okay, done. No, that's about it. Now just basically head to another station and pick up more S tier crap. Just RNGs. Right, anyways, that'll be about it for this evening, and but yeah, that'll pretty much conclude it, right? So try try getting East Vapors. Okay, I'll see what I can do, Mr. Drunk there. Anyways, that'll be about it for this evening, so I'll see you around. Hopefully, I'll have enough time to do stuff tomorrow as well, and so on and so forth, but yeah, give my best. So, for now, that'll be about it. Take care, and I'll see you then next time.